Hello BookTube, I've got a fun tag for you today. This is the BookTube Habbits Tag. This was created by Mike at Bibliophile Bookscape. If you don't know him, go check out that king. He's such an incredible booktuber. As someone who has been watching BookTube for the majority of their life, since they were a tween, Mike is easily one of the best I've ever seen. And even though I've only been making videos for like over a year and a half now, but he created this very fun booktube habits tag, and it's about being a booktuber and like the process and like the reflections of being a booktuber. And I eat that up. I love those type of tags, and he has some very fun questions. And yeah, let's start with it. So number one, do you film in batches or one video at a time? I am so chaotic when I'm so inconsistent when it comes to this. Like you may see consistent video uploads, but when it comes to filming, girl, it is all over the place and it's actually very chaotic because normally I love filming on Sundays for some reason. It's just my thing. I'm like, Andrew, I want to see how many videos you can make in one day before you just get bored and do something else. And normally there's been some days where I've done, I don't want to say like 14 videos in one day. Girl, it was something else. Like in the early days of this channel, it was something else. But normally it's just like maybe like a video at a time now. I may, if I'm filming for tomorrow's video, I may do like the next 2 days or something like that. I just have so many video ideas and I haven't even started to run out yet. It's like, look at yesterday, like literally. But it's so chaotic because sometimes it'll be like 12:30 in the morning and I'll still be reading or something or just existing, listening to the Andrews sisters. And I'll be like, oh my God, I'm going to film a video. Just why not? YOLO. And I get up and I film, and I think you can tell when I film later early in the morning because I feel like my hair's a lot more fuzzed up and everything because I've had it up for work and all that. When now it's just curly or whatever. But I feel like you can tell. And but yeah, it's a very, even I don't even know how to describe how I film. Like it is just so insane, but it works because it's consistent. Number two, scripted outlines or chaotic filming. Unless I'm doing like a list or something or focusing on a specific book, I'll have like dot points or something. I used to have my phone on the side for notes and all that, but because my laptop, which I used to film on, passed away tragically, it was on life support for a good 2 years because it got to the point where it only worked when it was on charge, and I had to plug it in and use it for 2 years. I could only use it when it was on charge, and a couple weeks ago, it went to that other, I don't know what the saying is. It went to the farm. It's probably in purgatory, waiting to be judged by Dante. And so now I film on my phone and I have to physically, write my notes down. And I kind of like that. I love writing in general. I love a good list. Oh my, I just love writing, to be honest. But normally it's just dot points. But it depends on the video, of course. Number three, how long do you spend filming? Hours. Like I think because I just do so many videos, it all like adds up. But it normally takes me as long as it takes you to watch these videos. It's the effort I put in. But at the same time, when you're doing so many at once, I just have so many ideas and book videos to make. There's no slowing down with me. But it's probably like an hour or so. It depends on the video because normally I'm like, oh, I only got one to make now, so it'll take me 10 minutes or whatever. But it could be any time. It could be a couple minutes. It could be a good couple hours. But I like that too, and that's coming up with ideas and fleshing out lists and all that fun stuff. Responding to comments too. I love it. But it does, and BookTube does take up time at the end of the day. Four, your editing pet peeve. I don't know how to edit, so I don't. Five, thumbnail struggles or title struggles. I don't struggle with any of them, to be honest. Number six, do stats influence your reading? I don't think so, really. I think it's a great example what I'm going through now because for the last couple months, if you've been following the wrap ups and all that, I have just been in a romance chokehold era. Like, I can't remember the last time I read a classic book. I'm like, what's a classic? Like, what is that? So I'm like, maybe I should go back. I do have Dickens's travel writings. I want to reread, his travels to Italy and in America too, which I want to reread. Same as Robert Louis Stevenson, his travel works. I don't know why I'm in like a classic author's traveling, writings phase. It's a bit weird. I also want to do some of Mark Twain's nonfiction, of course, because that's iconic and so worth a read. So I don't know why that just calling to me right now. It's like a mood. I'm like, I'm not used to that. But I've just been reading so much romance. I'm like, maybe I should try to move on from it. Maybe move on from Jackie Collins for a bit, or I don't know who else I read really. It's just her at this point. Cassandra Clare I've been going back to be honest. But what was I gonna say? No, stats don't affect my reading because it's just been romance. Like all I know is romance at this point, but it could change soon. So look out for that. Number 7, most refilmed video ever. There is back in the day, for those who remember, I used to do daily read alouds of Henry Lawson, one of my favorite writers ever, who didn't make my favorite authors or books list for some reason. I those early read alouds when I was so sick, and I done one called, I think it's With the Cattle, or it's something with cattle in the title, and it's a bit longer than just a normal verse poem. It was a bit longer. Girl, it took me, I don't even want to know how long. Like I've blacked out that memory for a reason. But I pushed through and it's there, and that's all that matters. But even when I came out, having when wisdom teeth removed, going home and filming, that was a one take. Me reading Finnegan's Wake after my wisdom teeth being removed. That was so iconic, and the fact that that was so easy to do just blew my mind. But normally I don't need to refilm unless I see something so dumb where even I pick up on it. But no, normally it's just what you see is what you get when it comes to first takes and all that stuff. Then the last question, number 8, your comfort format. So I don't know exactly what this means. I'm just gonna say when it comes to scheduling or something. I don't know. I just want to talk about this because no one talks about on BookTube when you live in a different hemisphere and the time zones are so different, and when it comes to the main BookTube, weekly stuff that people do, like Poetry Thursday and Tag Tuesday, and all those fun stuff, and I love doing those videos so much. No one talks about when you live one day ahead, 16 hours ahead, and when I upload on, for me, what would be a Wednesday, for everyone else is a Tuesday. So when it comes to Tag Tuesday, do I call it Tag Monday for you, or what I normally do is I post it on a Wednesday, so you guys get it on a Tuesday, but then for me it becomes Tag Wednesday. Same as Poetry Thursday. This is where it gets chaotic. This is where I'm like, that's too easy, because for Poetry Thursdays, I upload them on Thursdays for me, which a lot of the times is just Wednesdays for you. And then I do that with Holy Sunday too. I post that on a Sunday for me, but you just get it on a Saturday. But for some reason, I do Tag Tuesday as a Wednesday video for me, but you guys get it on Tag Tuesday. Like, it doesn't make sense why I've done this for so long. I've literally been doing this type of inconsistent filming, for me at least. I need to find a balance because I can't, but then I like it being chaotic like that. So I'm thinking I may just stick to doing these type of videos on the day it is for me. So, Tag Tuesdays for me will be, again, Tag Mondays for you. Poetry Thursdays will be Poetry Wednesdays for you. Holy Saturday. Like, it's just so chaotic and I love it so much. But no one talks about that, and that's something I've really found interesting and a unique challenge, because no one, I don't know, it's just really fun to do. But that's what I'm processing right now at the moment. I don't know if that reflects that last question or not, but I just had to get that off my chest. And yeah, that was the BookTube Habbits Tag. If you are a booktuber, please do this tag. It is such a fun, interesting insight to the way you do BookTube, and even just to watch it as a viewer, and to learn a bit more about who we watch on BookTube. But yeah, mine's just very chaotic, and that's all I have to say. But thank you so much for watching BookTube, and I will see you next time.